Hello YouTube and everybody, and as we all know, Ford has the Raptor truck, which is the #1 off-roading truck, but today we're here with Dodge's answer to Ford with the Ram Rebel. As you can see, this is Dodge and Ram's off-roading truck, and we're just going to see how it stacks up to the F-150, the Raptor truck, and we're going to talk about it, and then we're going to do some tests of our own to see how it stacks up just against that Raptor truck. So like I said, this is the Ram Rebel truck, which is actually a Ram 1500, but it's the Rebel edition, which means it's the off-road package, which means it has more features and details over a standard Ram 1500 truck. As you can see some of the things on here as we walk around it. This is not your average standard Ram 1500 truck. It's not. Like I said, it is the off-road edition, and it is Ram's and Dodge answer to the Raptor truck. So let's just see what you're really getting here when you come and you take your money and purchase a Ram Rebel truck. So first thing we're going to talk about, which is one of the main things that makes the off-road truck an off-road truck, is the tires. These have the Goodyear Wrangler Duratrack tires. They are 275 70/18, which the Raptor truck has 315 70/17, which this is not as big of a tire, but it's still a great tire to have. Now, of course, the Raptor truck is the #1 dog, but these Wrangler Duratracks 275 width is not bad at all. And also, nice brakes, full steel brakes, not drilled or slotted, but that's good for good stopping power. These trucks come in 2 different configurations. As you see here, we have the quad cab version, which has the regular size front door and the smaller back seat and rear door. Now, as you can see, it has this. I don't know if you all remember, but days going past, trucks used to have one door that opened regular and another door that would swing out, but they stopped doing that so it can be more rigid with the actual pillar in the middle in case it end up crashing. And this has the 6'4" bed. The other configuration, which is the actual crew cab, which has the larger rear seat and the larger rear door, has a 5'4" bed. But this one isn't bad. I actually like this one better because that longer bed actually helps you out, and the back seat is smaller by a lot, but it's not tiny. As you can see here, this is the engine. This engine comes in the 3.6 liter V6, the 3 liter turbo diesel, eco diesel, the 5.7 liter standard Hemi, and the 5.7 liter Hemi with the e-torque. This one does not have the e-torque. As you can see, the e-torque supposedly adds another 130 pound-feet of torque at low end, but this is the regular 5.7 Hemi. It comes with 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. Now let me just start this up for you so you can hear how the engine sounds. Also, while we at it, let's just go to the back and hear how that exhaust sounds. Now, as you can see, like I said, the 5.7, this is the basic Hemi you can get from Dodge, Chrysler, Ram. But as you can see, it's not that loud. It does have a nice dual exhaust. But of course, you can always put aftermarket exhaust on there if you want it louder. Like I said, it's not annoying when you drive at stop. I like it, but if it was me, I would add a little more. As you can see, soft open tailgate. Like I said, a nice 6.4 inch bed. I like it with 6'4" bed, which I really like. It's just amazing. And another thing I want you to see is that the shocks under here, you can see them just a little bit, shocks and spring. Now, one thing about this truck is that they do have an addition that has the 4-level air suspension, which offers a lot more features, which adjusts the ride height. It When you open the door, it lowers. When you go a certain speed on the highway, it lowers. But when you get to that, it's like you want to ask yourself, you can adjust your ride height, or do you want like a full work truck, an off-road truck? Although they both are good, This, some would even call this old school, just standard shock and suspension, you know, setup, strut setup, old school. But I believe it works really well when you driving. It doesn't feel rough, it doesn't feel real bumpy, it doesn't feel unweighted in the rear. It feels nice. So that's just another option you have. If you want to spend the extra money, you could get the four corner air ride system. Now I'm inside in the driver's seat of the Ram Rebel. I'm just gonna start it up one more time, just so we can hear what it sounds like from the inside. Like I said, it's not that loud, but it's loud enough that you know you're in a V8. And while I'm in here, I'm just gonna show some of these features you get.
Starting at the door, you're gonna get, of course, lock and unlock, mirror controls, both for the driver and passenger window, auto up and auto down. And of course, the color mirror. Lights right here. This is the light for the truck bed and the fog light. This also has an electronic rear parking brake, so that's good. And right here, you can see you can control the screen right from the steering wheel. So let's go through some of those features. You can go in trip mode, show your fuel economy. You can see we've been getting 13.5 on average miles per gallon, which is bad. Nah, it's bad. I'm not gonna lie. That is kind of bad, but at least you're in a larger truck and it's not just horrible, shot out horrible as like trucks of days going past. Of course, the audio, any messages. This is just the settings for the truck. And you also have the speedometer, and then have the vehicle info. Like you see in a lot of other vehicles, the Raptor truck has this, a lot of Dodge vehicles have this. So let's just see what it has. Tire pressure, the coolant temperature, trans temperature, oil pressure, oil life, battery voltage, and this is just all of them right there if you want to see them. And of course the engine hours, the idle hours, the drive hours, and of course both of them combined. You go another fuel economy gauge. I like to keep it on here because I like to see it change when I'm driving. I just like to see things change. Also, you can see actual physical tachometer and speedometer, the fuel gauge, the engine temperature, and also you get your battery voltage, oil temperature right there. You also get the direction you're going, the compass, and the degrees outside. Also, it has the turn knob to shift it right here. Goes in reverse, as you can see, neutral, drive, park. It turns real easily. Push, stop, start. And right here, now I will tell y'all one thing. This car can, although this is an off-road, true off-road truck, you can still get it if you just want the looks in rear-wheel drive only. But this one is the full package four-wheel driver. So that means you can have it in rear-wheel drive. Rear-wheel drive for high, for lower four-wheel driving situations, and for low, for full-on all-wheel drive situations. And also with that, you can lock the rear axle to give you that extra torque and power you need. And another thing I want to say about this truck is that it does have 392 gears in it, which means when you're in a situation and you need to go, those gears in the rear will give you that added torque, opposed to like 305 gears that come in like some other vehicles, lower gear set. The higher the gear, the better it is for traction and grip, so you can just go. Like I said, you can see traction control on and off, tow haul mode. And this is the one with the baby screen, although you can't get it with the full 12-inch screen. This screen is nice though. It's still touchscreen and everything like that. You can see everything. You can see everything right there, so it's not a bad screen. Also, one weird thing that Dodge does, I don't know why, you can do this and press rear camera, and the rear camera will just pop up and stay there for a little while, even while you're driving. I don't know why they do that, but that's how they do it. So as you can see, there's also more features in the Ram. It has 2 Type-C chargers, aux cord, and 2 USB ports. It has the small compartment for the storage, and 1 click and 2 clicks is the full compartment for the storage. And another thing about this that I like is that this can move to forward and back to where you want it. Also, if you never knew, Ram has a lot of measurements out here. Rulers, conversions, everything you need. Compass, everything right here that you need if you ever just want to do something quick. Also, there is a wall outlet, home style wall outlet right there as well. And as I said before, just the AC, heat and air. Now this one doesn't have heated seats, but there are the trims that do have that. Also a cigarette lighter up here. And this has dual glove compartments, so you can store something there, store something there.
Now, as y'all heard me say, this is the quad cab, which means it's not a full size. If you did not know, when the body style changed for Ram 1500s, which began in 2019, they have the largest rear spacing in any pickup truck. So this is the quad cab, like I said. But if you had that full crew cab, you would get a lot of space. Now, I left to see how I had it when I was driving, so let's see if I can fit. I can fit a little bit. If I can ask somebody to scoot up a little bit, I'll be all right. You also get armrest right here. Let's see. Not bad. And another thing I want to show you, two things I want to show you, is that you have nice, thick rubber floor mats. And also, you can flip both of these seats up real easily. So as I said, we're going to do our own little test to see how this Ram Rebel compares to the Raptor truck. So we're going to do 3 tests. We're going to see 1, if it burns out, 2, if it off-road, and 3, does it go fast on the highway. So without any more conversation, let's see if it does a burnout. Like I said, these has large 392 gears in the rear, so that would just help the axles to spin. So let's see what happens. So now that we did our first test and it does burn out, we're going to do our second test now and see if it off-roads. Now as you see, this is a little baby off-road, but I'm going to try it in rear-wheel drive only, see if it makes it. And if it doesn't, I'm going to put it in 4-wheel drive mode. Now these tires aren't as big as the Raptor truck, but I'm fully confident in these Goodyear regular Duratrack. So let's see. Well, as you can see, all it took was a little elbow grease and some 4-wheel drive, and it got right up that hill with no problem. So we're about to get on the highway for the third test. The third test, we're just gonna see how fast this truck. This is a huge truck, and that's one thing that I actually did not, and I forgot to mention. This truck sits up high. I don't know if the Raptor truck or this truck sits up higher, but for some reason I got in this truck and it almost feels higher. The Raptor truck feels big, but this feels higher. So let's just see how this truck handles. This is not V6, not the diesel, eco diesel. This is the 5.7 liter Hemi. So let's just see. So far, so good. So let's just see how it really handles. Now, as you know, these are off-roading tires essentially. So it's not ideal, and not, I don't say ideal, but it's not best for highway. But this is a still production factory car, so they have tires that's basically good on both. Now, let's see what this Hemi is all about. As you can see, I'm at 100, it's still pulling, I have control. I think that's a pass for the third test. It is running well on the highway, and it's pretty fast as well. So now I will say that the Raptor truck is more powerful by a good little bit, but I like the way this feels. The Raptor is a twin turbo V6 and it's an all natural V8, but hey, this truck definitely passes the third test. It goes fast, it off-roads, and it burnouts. It gets a plus from my book. So I just want to say, everybody, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, and comment. Don't forget to do not text and drive, don't phone and drive, don't drink and drive, and always put God first. Thanks for watching.